very glad that you have found the time to celebrate the Day of German Unity with us. I hope you had all a great Friday in the spirit of the 24th anniversary of German reunification. I'm particularly grateful that so many of our Jewish friends have joined us tonight. I hope you all had a good Yom Kippur. Shana Tova to you, and Gamar Hatima Tova, may you be inscribed in the Book of Life. Tonight, we remember with gratitude the support we received from our American friends over the last 7 decades. 70 years ago, brave young men landed in Normandy to bring freedom and democracy to Europe. Only 3 years after the end of the war, American airmen flew over 200,000 flights in 1 year, supplying almost 2 million Berliners with food, fuel, and everything else they needed to survive. Again, 15 years later, in 1963, John F. Kennedy came to Berlin, and every single German knows his famous words, "I take pride in saying, ich bin ein Berliner," expressing support for the city in its stance against communism. In 1987, it was Ronald Reagan saying another historic sentence, "Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall." And finally, only 2 years later, 1989, shortly after East Germany had celebrated its 40th birthday with a huge military parade in East Berlin, history unfolded in a long-desired, though completely unexpected direction. We still cherish those most emotional and moving scenes on that night of November 9, a quarter of a century ago, when the whole world was watching. And we are grateful for a number of things. Grateful that this was finally possible through a peaceful revolution, only through the power of the people. Grateful for the longest period of peace in the history of Europe. Grateful and humble that today, for the first time after hundreds of years, Germany is surrounded by friends only, living jointly in a unified and free Europe. And we are grateful that America is our closest friend and partner when it comes to standing up for our common values: freedom, democracy, the rule of law, and respect for one another. In today's world with too many conflicts and challenges, it is even more important to rely on close friends and allies that share the same values. Thank you again for your friendship. In a few days from now, we will be able to celebrate an outstanding anniversary. 25 years ago, in a truly historic night, on 9th of November 1989, the Berlin Wall came down. And finally, the symbol of the partition of Berlin, of Germany, of Europe, and the whole world turned into a synonym for the end of the Cold War. We will celebrate this day with all our friends in Florida. I'm going to hand over an original segment, The Berlin Wall, to the mayor of Miami. This piece will be placed at the main entrance of Miami-Dade College, and it will remind us every single day that change and reconciliation are possible without shedding a single drop of blood. Woo! join us for a joyful celebration on that Sunday afternoon. We'll start about 1:30, and we will keep you updated via our Facebook page and the website concerning the exact time and details. The first 600 guests will receive a complimentary t-shirt. So be sure to be on time. We will ask you to form a human flag in the German colors. So you may pick when you are coming over whether you would like to have a black t-shirt, red one, or golden, it as yellow one. My warm thanks go to you, my dear friends, Mayor Regalado, and to Dr. Padron, President of Miami-Dade College, for making this wonderful event possible. Ladies and gentlemen, Florida is a truly wonderful state. And as everybody knows, Germans in particular feel very much at home here, such as we do. Or they come in drafts to spend the holidays in the Sunshine State. But there's a lot more. Florida is a vibrant place for international trade, logistics, new knowledge-based industries, science and technology. With its intercultural flair, South Florida is the gateway to the Americas. And I promise tonight that Germany will continue to support you in your efforts to make this place a global city and a global hub. Yeah. Let me just mention a few examples. We are following the development of Port Miami with interest. German companies contribute significantly to landmark infrastructure projects like All Aboard Florida, and we are proud that German shipyards continue to build the flagships of cruise lines. Those wonderful ships I am privileged to observe turning in our harbor basin more or less right in front of my office. Oops. Now you know what I'm doing all day long. Dear friends, my team at the Consulate and I look forward to further working with you to support your goals and to accompany Florida on its way to a bright future. Please welcome with me our new member of my staff, Andreas Marschhausen, and his wife, Annette. Welcome. Finally, let me also thank Lee Neujahr and Kurt Freiter. Thank you for a special treat, Hofbräu beer for tonight and for the party on the 9th of November. And now let us raise our glasses and drink to our friendship, our mutual well-being,